Okay, so equations with fractions is exactly the same as solving equations algebraically. We follow the same steps, the same process. Apart from the fact that we now have a vinculum, and I've been talking about this thing, the vinculum, for a fair while with my class, and basically what it means is it means divide, okay? So this here, 1/2 means 1 divided by 2, which obviously equals 0.5. So we need to remember that it equals divide. Now, when we work through these, we obviously follow order of operations again. The only thing that you've got to remember, if you've got a vinculum with just numbers, okay, and no variables, and we can just work out an expression, you always do the top of your vinculum first. So if I had something like this, 7 plus 8 divided by 5, you do 7 plus 8 and then divide it by 5. So 15 divided by 5, that would equal 3. Now, with this one here, because we work in reverse order of operations when we solve things algebraically, the first thing that we need to do is we need to get rid of the divided by 5. Okay, so that's our first step. So our first line of working here will be multiplying, because the opposite of dividing is multiplying. We will be multiplying both sides by 5. So here I have 4h, okay, because I've gotten rid of the divided by 5, and over here I multiply by 5 to give me 40, okay? So our next step, obviously now we're just working through solving things algebraically like we did in our last lesson. So now we divide each side by 4, okay, to give me an answer of 10, all right? Now this one here is a little bit different because it's got a number next to the fraction, okay? So what we need to do here with that is we need to get rid of that first before we jump into the fraction and do what we just did here. So it's a plus 14, it's a positive 14, so that means that I need to take 14 from both sides. So my fraction remains the same. That's a 9, not an 8. My fraction remains the same, except we take 14 from this side and we're left with 4. Sorry. Now that we've done that, we can just do exactly what we did over here and tackle the bottom of our fraction, which is the divided by 9, and we need to multiply both sides by 9. So when we multiply the left-hand side by 9, we're left with just 4t, and then 9 times 4 gives me 36. All right, and then our last step, we obviously have it times by 4, so we divide both sides by 4. So once I divide 4t by 4, I'm left with just t, and 36 divided by 4 gives me 9. So that's basically it. You just need to make sure that you're following order of operations. It's nothing different to solving equations algebraically, except now we've got a division symbol. And remembering, if we think back to our first unit of algebra, we never used times symbols or divided by symbols. We always used fractions and coefficients, okay? So because of that, when we're solving things algebraically, you're going to see fractions in there rather than the division symbol, okay? And that's just something for you to get used to.